episode 33. Let's go. Ching ching, niggas. We back. Starting off with the sip first. Fuck that. Another week. It's like eventually I'm gonna have like I'll be thinking about rather how podcast became like very therapeutic to how the hell I'm starting with this, right? I'm still gonna talk my shit. But it's crazy how a podcast be so therapeutic. Like, just imagine how, like, podcasts, just people at work, people with, like, maybe who was in a hospital. Yo, being in the hospital with no internet, that shit must have sucked. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, that's the double-edged sword of the internet. We ain't gonna be here and act like it's all bad. We love this shit. It's to the point that shit, once you see that, it's to the point that, like, well, I ain't gonna say doctors, but obviously it must, but cops be on their phones, the managers be on phones, everybody be on phones. Like, before there used to be that rule, remember, like, yo, don't be on your phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, and many jobs have to have that rule, I get it, but it's just like, you just see way more people on their phones now. Like, you can't be on that shit. You can get off your phone. And speaking about that, in a good way, an example of that is Deion Sanders. He fucking busted in the locker room because he coaches some young kids and shit now. I guess it's like high school, some shit, or college, maybe. I'm not sure. And he busted in and he was like, anybody who I see on their phone is not playing today. Yo, he came in mad loud. Like, you know when your mom comes in the room because, like, she haven't fucked with you in a while, so you're like, I'm gonna slack off. And then you hear that door bust open, boom, you be like, oh, shit. It was just like that. And that's the bad side of the internet. Like, you could tell now, like, maybe kids won't hit their peak when it comes to sports because they get distracted by the opioid hit, you know what I'm saying? The crack pipe hit of just being on your phone. You know, just and listen, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, you know, that's a drug and shit. Yeah, but coffee is a drug. You know what I'm saying? Try to tell people like, yo, stop drinking coffee every morning. You crazy people will fucking snap. But then look at others like, oh, you want drugs. You feel me? I mean, coffee, you rather do that than fucking coke, I guess, or fucking heroin, meth and shit. You feel me? But a phone is just that also. You know what I mean? And if it fucking feels good being on the phone. It's weird that I had to say it like that, right? But that's the best way to describe it. It feels good being on your phone. That's it. It's like your personal agent. And, you know, in a weird way, a portal to anywhere in the world. In a way, basically. Because look, it's crazy how everything comes together. Like how the way the internet affected like video recording. You know what I mean? So when I remember when fucking when YouTube came out, it was a class that we had, like a computer class. I ain't did no work on that shit. So that's where I used to go and stream El Vacilón de la Mañana, like the Spanish New York City radio station. So because they will have like the El Vacilón and shit. I was gonna say El Vacilón, you heard it? Oh shit. El Barcelona de las Mañanas. But So I was streaming there. And that's crazy because I'm saying streaming now because I would have said before I was playing the radio, like I was, but I was really streaming it. Like they really, and this was like 2000 and I was in high school. So this was like 2003, 4. So it's crazy saying that I was streaming way back then. But I had no idea I was gonna get to what it is now. So that's how I feel like it is right now when it comes to like Bitcoin or NFTs. But let's keep it honest though. At least we were seeing like, oh, okay, I can see how this goes. You know what I'm saying? The NFT was just a picture of the monkey, and it's like $55 million or some shit. It's just like, nah, nigga. But you feel me? If part of it will be that whole thing of like whatever you sell, like this was being talked about, rumors or maybe just exaggeration or projections. It could be either one of the three. This is just information that I came across on the internet, that Nike will start chipping their sneakers. Because I was in this YouTuber that's about a sneaker YouTuber, and he has like a discussion and shit, and I was in it. So I was speaking about him like, yo, the way how fake sneakers, now they have a different name. Like people call it the UAs or whatever, unauthorized, because it looks so identical to the real sneaker. The only difference is just like, that you ain't go to the Nike store and get it. Because if I would have went to the Nike store, get it, show you a receipt, and show you the fake ones, you would have thought this is real. Like, it's leather. The gluing is sometimes even better than the original sneaker. Because sometimes Nike got so sloppy now that the glue is everywhere. And I really don't give a fucking away. Unless it's like some ridiculous glue error. But people really be checking both shoes. There's a little error in the corner. There's a little glue over here. Show me another pair. I'm like, just imagine being the person working in the store. Like, oh, you're fucking kidding me. But so there was a discussion. Like, here's my deal when it comes to like fake sneakers. It got so real looking that it's like a joke on us. Like, it's like being in the Twilight Zone, because it's like, this is exactly the same sneaker that and obviously I'm not gonna say that the real sneakers from Nike factory itself comes looking like, obviously they premium, because I guess it looks like that because it feels like that, the placebo effect. I guess I still have the residue of that, I guess, in my mind, because I seen sneakers like the Travis Scotts. I seen them replicated to the point that one looked better than a Nike version in terms of suede, leather. Cause damn, you know what I'm saying? So shit like that, and I was just like, damn. I mean, then it becomes a whole thing of like, first of all, who the hell gonna be asking you, yo, lift the sneaker up real quick, let me see if they're real? Like, that's cornball shit. You feel me? So we just getting to a point that it's like, technology is gonna rise. So somebody gonna be in their house that's gonna just put a picture of a fucking model of a sneaker, and he gonna insert you, like, how you pay in a kiosk when you put dollar bills and it takes it, and sometimes you gotta like at least stretch it out a little bit and then put it right back again and see if it takes it again, the money. It's gonna be like that, but we're just like, hey, go to the fabric stores and buy this amount of leather, this per square inch or whatever, and you insert that shit like dollar bills, and it starts creating the sneakers, and you pour the rubber and it starts molding it. Like, you never know, it's gonna get to a point that's gonna be like that. Somebody's gonna make that shit that's gonna fucking either make Nike blow him out of the water with lawsuits or some bullshit, or maybe he could sell that patent, buy it, Nike buys it, Adidas buys it, and eventually everybody gets sneakers, and you just have to, I guess, I don't know. I'm going off the top, obviously, but now let's not even go there. Like, let's just go a little bit way further. Let's go a little bit further than that. Eventually, you're probably gonna have a box that recreates the sneaker that you want. It's just gonna cost probably way more. So if you want like some threes, like let's say the Air Jordan 3s for people that fuck with sneakers, and like the 1, 2, 3 listeners that are listening, the Air Jordan 3s don't come out every year, obviously, like every 5 years maybe. So just imagine, to make up for that, you just pay $500 for them. People will do it. And that shit could just generate in the small box that you could just buy for $300 from Nike. You know, just make it like a PS4 type of shit. But it's a box that eventually it will create the sneaker for you. How? I know. How the hell, right? Listen, there's so much technology out here going on that, because we got so desensitized with sci-fi movies, we just look at it like, oh shit. But it's low key like beast shit. Just the fact that this chips reproducing itself in a manner that it hasn't been seen in animals or humans. You know what I'm saying? So just shit like that. If they're telling us this, then trust me, the prototype has been used for at least 15 years. Because why would you tell people that? Like I could save that. I could leave that in the tuck for worst comes to worst, this war on our grounds, which we haven't seen, which sadly it might come to that. Yo, I just thought about that shit right now. Let me take a sip. Hopefully I won't forget. Fuck it, I'll pause it this time if I have to. You imagine pendejamente right now, or maybe this year, maybe this is the year, but maybe in the future, because listen, we haven't seen that shit here. Last time we see some shit like that was like 9/11, and maybe this right here, the COVID, because that shit shipped overseas, nigga, with the little bell, ding 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 ding. You know where that shit came from? You could tell right there. If I had a radio job, fire. But like, pendejamente, you could see some bullshit like, yo, our systems were hacked, and in a couple hours you see some fucking jets dropping bombs over America. And this is like the reason why you gotta pay attention to shit like that. Like, you can't just dismiss it. Like, we could joke about it, and that's even cool, because at least we will remember this, remember this joke or whatever. But you always gotta just keep every information somewhere. Your brain is big, and if we using freaking 10%, then all right, let's start using everything. Obviously, we're using 10%. No, we probably using 1%. The way we acting so stupid on fucking, in the world. And I was gonna say on the internet, but no, the internet captures what's going on in the world most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So we need to do better. But see, I forgot the point. Oh, so just imagine war here. We not fucking ready for that. And this goes all the way back to the whole reason why the Democrats, and I'ma just say it. Okay, goddamn 13 minutes, and he already said something about the Democrats. It is what it is, though. The Democrats want to take our guns away, so they'll do allegedly a shooting, and then be like, hey, the bodies are not even cold yet. Yo, oh yeah, this is horrible. Yo, we're gonna take it. We need guns. We need gun control. And you're like, damn, nigga, can the bodies get cold at least, nigga? No, but that's how the Democrats are. They'll come and they'll make you cry, because they'll have somebody write down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk shit about Drake, but y'all don't say that shit about fucking politicians. And you know what I'm saying? So they'll write something up, and they'll use gut-wrenching words, right? And y'all start crying like bitches. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's over for that. I even forgot the part where I was gonna bring that whole point up. But yeah, the shootings. And you know what's weird? Was really weird. That they still bring up, you could tell this is gonna be copywritten. Or not copywritten, but you could tell like they're gonna take this shit down. If I was Joe Rogan, you could tell Joe Rogan would be like, yo, don't say that word. But you know something weird happened in, here it goes, Sandy Hook, in that school, when they still talk about it and they bring it up to remind us that it really happened. That's just right there. I'm gonna just leave it. No, I'm not gonna just leave it there. You know, here I go ham. I'm not gonna just leave it there, but I'm just using that term to just let y'all know, like, what? Why you gotta keep reminding us and talk about how some people don't, like, they even mention like some people don't want to believe it. Now it's not even becoming like you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't speak like that about murders that happen. You feel me? So you got to go back to the root of shit. So let's go back. So you're gonna tell me that like, here's the thing. You're gonna tell me that Alex Jones was off? You feel me? Like, yeah, he's crazy, because that's what the fucking media makes us, we gotta make sure. And then he does the crazy shit too. But you gotta think behind the curtain. Think behind the curtain. Think like you're the Vince McMahon. You are in control of your life. So every information that you're gonna start believing, you need to fucking trust it. Well, you need to trust yourself to not trust the information you're reading. Damn, I'm nice. Nah, let me get a sip. I don't give a fuck if I forget whatever I'm gonna say. Damn, nigga. Here he. But yeah, like, don't you think he gotta ramp it up a little bit? Just think about it like you're the content creator. You have the information, but how you get people's attention? You're gonna be boring, especially in this world where you gotta. It's like you gotta put the honey in the pot and then attract the animals. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing different shit in our lives, whatever. You gotta captivate the people's attention. Maybe that's why I only have like 3 views on my shit. But listen, what you're gonna get from me at least is consistency. Cause how the fuck I look, like you could tell, you will easily tell if I sold out. Cause I won't say words like faggot. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, now I need to make money out of it, right? Or should I not? I don't give a fuck. But all I know, cause listen, all I know is this. I would say basically the same thing. This shit is gonna be recorded forever. That's it. It's like throwing a rock in the river. Like, bye bye. That shit is gone. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works in the internet. People gonna hear back to this. I would say look back to this, right? You can still say that, I guess. People gonna look back to this podcast and be like, damn, this nigga was a college dropout, right? Probably doesn't have, I would say probably, nigga, I don't have. Probably doesn't have. You can tell I'm trying to be like PC or some shit. Doesn't have the biggest house in the hill. But on the contrary, this nigga smart. This nigga smart, man. You know what I'm saying? You can tell like the one of the stepping stones for me becoming like sharp, I wouldn't say sharp in mind, and you could tell whoever is just trying to listen to this, they were like, oh, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Fucking X out. But part of the ritual, I guess, of part of the journey was for me to make sure, like, yo, let me go to Fordham. Look how I think. Let me go to Fordham and let me get these $20 that I have. This was before like internet. When I used to visit from Florida to New York, and I was feeling myself. I had like $200, So I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me come over here and go to the, right in Fordham Road, right in front of VIM. There was a guy doing the shuffling of the cards, and I was like, man, I didn't even went with the mentality. That's when like, it's a different world when you aware of how shit is. I went in there with the mentality of I'm coming out with more money because I got quick eyes. Game over. You lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people obviously have a purpose of doing this to make money off of us. And if it's gonna be some shit like that, that's some casino shit. And if you've seen the movie Casino, you see in the beginning of the movie, like, yo, this is right here, we making money off of y'all, like, straight out, because of the chances of you winning. Feel me? So I went in there, and you could tell I jumped already in different fucking topics already. I'm not gonna remember, but I remember, like, I put the $20 down, and my eyes was like fucking burning holes through the cards. I was looking like fucking Cyclops, like Superman, like that. Everywhere that fucking main card went, and I lost on the first fucking try of some bullshit, and I was like, damn. And right there, I was just like, you can't trust everything. Because eventually, when I got I had a job in right there in Fordham, right? So I remember there was a guy posted across the street from the window. I was watching from the window, and I see that he has, obviously everybody knows this now, but I had, this is part of me growing up, and I see that he has a dude down the block and up the block and in front of him, but like behind the crowd though, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And not even that. Sometimes they're behind the crowd, and then sometimes there's another dude. Most of the times there's a dude right next to the one dude, but across, looking like a regular civilian. And he's like, sometimes he wins, sometimes he don't. Type, like, these people. So just imagine how old that game is. That shit must have been like since fucking pre-Roman times and shit. Just like, depending on, instead of cars, it was some other bullshit. So what happens is, when you keep putting money, like, nah, hold on, give me one more try, put another 20. Boom, you put the other 20. Nah. All right, so then he'll ump the ante, like, I have put 50. If you put one, like, a 50, which it doesn't happen, but if you put like another 20, this nigga already got like $60. You know what they do. So he looks away and he goes, yo, the cop. And you're over here like, what the fuck going on? And they basically act like the cops is coming, because it is illegal, right? So what the fuck you gonna go? You gonna go to the cops and they're gonna laugh at your ass? You know what I'm saying? So that was so intricate. You see that? I was seeing that shit from across the window, and I was like, it was like a Japanese, like a manga movie, like the Japanese movie. It goes, I will never be betrayed again. But my mouth wasn't moving. I was just looking into the horizon, in like a black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I was like, oh, okay. So that's when you see, like, this puppeteers and shit like this. Like, you know what I mean? And you have to think about shit not from a 2-dimensional perspective, but as a 3-dimensional perspective. Let me preaching. Yo, but anyways, what's up with Kamala? Yo, I understand, like, January 6th was like never seen before, but my nigga, come on, like, come on, man, like, yo, y'all liberals, y'all gonna, come on, y'all gonna let her say that, because it was comparable to Pearl Harbor 9/11. This is like you see why this is like a simulation, my nigga? Like, seriously, 9/11, yo, 9/11 was the most horrendous shit ever, man. I don't have to be here and repeat the like how it felt watching that shit, because that was like, This was beyond. This was like the ultimate video. If you was used to like Rotten.com and shit, this is when you know like the internet was wild west before yo Rotten.com. Yo, that shit was brutal. I can't see that shit no more like that now. Like now, if somebody sends me a video of like, yo, look at this fucking crazy ass shit, or like a fucking crazy ass accident, I'm like, nah, fam, I'm good. So to see like 9/11 unfold and they playing it on TV, nigga, some shit that you will have to fucking wait 7 minutes at least. No, probably like 25 minutes to like load up that full clip. And it's just like a minute and a half or some shit. You know what I'm saying? This was right in the news. Like, they will tell you, like, yo, again, if you're like feeling away, fall back. You feel me? But we're gonna play this. This is unprecedented or whatever. They will show that shit. They will show the people on the windows. And you know they're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when these people bring this shit up, it's like, why you bringing this up? Like, it's like they want. It's like I think, yo, I'm telling y'all, yo. Sometimes I be having this thought, and I be like, yo, you imagine all these people who I'm fucking criticizing and shit on the left, the liberals, and people on the right, Trump and all the motherfuckers. When like the aliens come and the aliens be like, and these people who y'all was like, who was playing people in the government, whatever, and they like cut it like. Picture it like the aliens come and they explain it all to us, and then they point to the people who are politicians and they all like bow, like they like in the set, like in the play, because they just all had to play their part into waking us up in a timely manner, maybe because shit is getting more serious somewhere else. So the alien need to hurry the fuck up and like let us know that yeah, we are real, and you know, all right, yada yada. Let's skip over this part as fast as possible. Okay, now we need to start trade because eventually there's another fucking alien race, and this is when the movie kicks in, right? Like we need to help other aliens or something. I don't know. Scientists here, I don't know. They need a scientist or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's if aliens is real. But you know, the more and more I just my 35 years of life, which, you know, think about half of that shit, not even a quarter of that shit was me now thinking like with a sound mind, you know. And imagine people who are like 80 years old and be like, man, fuck that shit, man, aliens ain't real. So this is why I always say, yo, by the time I'm 60, hopefully I'm still surviving and I still living by that time, I'm gonna be like, aliens are 1,000,000% fake. And the only way it will be real is if these people, these scientists, engineers were so fucking ahead while we over here paying gas for cars because we need to make them money, fuck that they could create a full bio alien community and everything, and they can control that host. Like they can control what they say. So by the time they meet us, we over here thinking they real, but we don't even know that they were bio created. And when I say bio created, I mean like, yo, this is so human like, but they're alien. So we don't know how to, like, we can't tell what a real alien is. This is our first time. So imagine these motherfuckers is just letting us know, like, yo, aliens, because we saw aliens and shit, and they created, you know, those ships or whatever. So that is real, right? But they just telling us, and they just warming up, and then little by little they start warming up that pot. So by the time, like in 20, 15 years, they'll show us a glimpse of a fucking alien, drag that shit another 25 years, and you're gonna see one that is like trying to make contact. But by that time, our technology is gonna be so beast. I know this sounds crazy, I know, but their technology is gonna be so beast that they can fucking create. First of all, if they clone a a goat, they already cloned a human being. They at least tried. You think they're not? Listen, you think these people are not curious? Humanity itself. Look what humanity is capable of doing when we look at our history and bad shit. You think they care? You think they won't be like, all right, how about if we ask a person who's serving life, and if this shit works, then hey, I guess somebody killed them in jail, and that's what we put out, and here, new name, new identity. Get the fuck out of here and go live in somewhere in Switzerland and learn their language. I'm talking about a high profile person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can cover their asses if they want. They are the government. Look how they dropped those charges for Como. You know what I'm saying? Or River Dirty, nigga. That fucking Italian mafia in New York shit. That shit ringing bells still. You know what I'm saying? But if you have the money, you can get away with almost anything in the United States. If you have a good lawyer, no, not even good. Like, if you have a pinpoint excellent lawyer, and it's easy that people throw the way excellent and shit around, whatever. But you know what I mean when I say an excellent lawyer, that you're gonna fucking pay, but you basically free. Because aside from connections that he knows on other lawyers and other judges,
how can a person grow up with all
he's
this?
really fucking pinpoint at his job. Like, it's not like you be like, damn, this nigga, yeah, he comes off as a little lazy. Like, oh, like, no. Once you have somebody like that, you can get away with not almost everything. Like, obviously, you can't be on camera shooting people. You imagine you can still get away with it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if Johnny Cochran was still alive, everybody will use him. And then just imagine his tactic that he gonna leave behind. So his firm, or I don't know if you call it like that, like his company or whatever of lawyers under him, they're gonna be sharp as fuck too. So imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So you can get away with shit. If you have enough money, you can get away with it. I'm exaggerating that point, but anyways, back to the Kamala shit. Like, I hope people are paying attention, because this is going to be recorded forever. So, it's not too late to start thinking like these people do not have our, the people that don't care for our well-being. They trying to stir the pot so much so that we can get completely confused and give up on politics completely. Both left and right, you know what I'm saying? But again, say what you want about Trump. We can start hating on DeSantis now, but say what you want. These people make more sense, man. Like, I get it, nigga. They racist, right? But think about, like, our future. You know what I'm saying? Our kids. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you racist. That's the thing. We still giving a fuck about people who's racist. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Dominicans be racist to his own people. You think white people ain't gonna be racist to us? You think if you hanging off a cliff and there's a white person and there's a black Dominican or a black Jamaican or whatever on the other side, or Mexican, you think he gonna fucking, who he gonna save? He gonna save his own. And if I'm hanging off that cliff, I'm like, fuck, I don't blame him. I wish it was me, but I don't blame him, because we all gonna pull for each other, our own people. We very proud, right? We so proud that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Mexicans say brown power, we say black power, brown power. It's to the point that white people can't say white power. That's crazy. Don't you think that's crazy? Because you know why I say that? Because if I was white, I would be like, damn, nigga, let me say white power. Like the new white power, at least. And I see that even sounds worse, right? But like the new white power, like I'm proud of being white. You know what these white people are complaining about now? Which is like, ha ha, like from The Simpsons. They complaining now like that they demonizing white people, and now like white kids in school are like being looked down at because they're white, and you know their ancestors were the ones that, you know, all they're buttering it all up, you know what I'm saying, because of the, you know, the Democrats pushing hard on that, like George Floyd and all that shit, and let alone that the fucking Republicans are not helping it by fucking trying to say like, he was, you know what I'm saying, like, and they trying to pull anything, because you could tell like they love their own people. They wanna create something in their mind to like defend white people. We should not be offended. It's okay. We gonna defend our people too. We know that fucking OJ did it, probably. And if not, then something else happened. Okay, but that wasn't the point. Again, the point is that he got away with it. That was it. That was all it. But white people want to use that and still complain about OJ. And I don't see none of them be like, yo, I can't complain about OJ because, yo, I looked up that fucking Emmett Till, and that what happened there was a fucking disgrace for America. A disgrace. But nobody want to bring that up. Don't get mad at me, people. I'm on your side. You know, I just know both sides though. So y'all ain't gonna fool me with y'all bullshit. And that other side, the right side, quote unquote, the right conservative side, ain't gonna bullshit me either. Because I was a fucking blind liberal too. And then I was like, man, I can't believe I'm in this conservative shit, because are you fucking kidding me? These fucking Democrats se pasaron. And we all know they did. So let's not act like, oh, no. They all did. They all did. And they still are. And we in this fucking bullshit of people losing their jobs, and fucking hospital workers were the fucking heroes and then become zeros because they didn't want to take the fucking the fucking, I would say the vacation, because that's what they say. That's how I say it in YouTube. But big channels, you know, my channels, nigga please. So I got nigga please viewers. But you gotta smack your teeth though. So nigga please viewers. You know what I'm saying? But see, I forgot what I was saying. I ain't gonna even go back. Fuck that. But yo, let me go. Listen, I ain't put that many topics, but I ain't know I was gonna go on those fucking. I was gonna open 20 windows in the beginning, fucking first 15 minutes or whatever. But you know, listen, part of this thing of speaking about like liberals and all that shit, right? That I was just speaking about. It sucks because at this point, I would have not speaking about, like, I would not spoke about it. Like it's beating a dead horse, but this was important because people really were like swag, and you know, like they were like they had this Democratic swag, and it burned in their fucking face, and now they don't know how to act. Instead of realizing both sides, like, okay, you know what, if I'm gonna go hard, I gotta go hard on my own team, because come on, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this was the other team, you know it would have got bad. It would have got bad. And with their swag, especially that resilient swag that they still have now after everything been fucking exposed, they would have definitely been talking shit right now if it was the opposite going on right now. If Biden would have been the best president ever right now, whipping work, hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got jobs, the unemployment all the way fucking down. You know what I'm saying? They would have been talking this shit. You know that, and I know that. But it fucking backfired, nigga. Foul ball. It was like a home run, right? And I caught it, nigga. I climbed the fucking the wall and I caught it. I robbed the home run. Like, so now it's like, you still on that shit? Like, come on, you still on that? Like, yeah, I'm still on that, nigga. Cause we still on that. Cause the kid's still on that. I just saw somebody going live, Anomaly going live about the whole OSHA or whatever. They had a hearing in court. I don't know what the fuck. Something happened in court, and there was like the hearing on mandatory vaccinations or some shit like that. But the live was about shortening the papers, I guess, of the studies of COVID. Because listen, here's another thing about the COVID shit that obviously the news ain't gonna tell y'all. But they push the papers, like when they come out with the full case of everything that happened in COVID, like the whole case, like that sometimes they release it like in 20 years, the whole thing, like it becomes unclassified. These motherfuckers, I forgot. Not that I forgot. I don't know who is the person behind it, but they agreed to push it to like 75 years from now. What does that make sense? Because by that time we all going to be dead, most of us. You know what I'm saying? 75 years from now. Why the fuck y'all want to push it so far back? You feel me? What if it would have been 5 years from now or 10 years from now? I guess because it needs to be long, so it needs to be like, let's say at least 20 years from now. We could be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Whether good or bad. But if they want to push it that far, 75 years, which I guess they lost it and they shortened it. But, and I don't know what they shortened it to. So I'm just, at this point I'm speculating on this point, but just imagine if it was like 15 years now, instead of 75. And we get all the information that they had, classified about COVID, and we see that this was bullshit. You feel me? Like, this all of this is important, and this is good that I guess is happening to all of us. Unfortunately, people died, but in a way it's good because people are waking up. They had to get an ass whooping. It's like they were like the kids jumping up and down in Walmart, and you're like, motherfucker, if you don't shut the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a parent, like that was 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, halfway started changing. Then 22, this is probably with the part where you're gonna be like, this is the part where like liberals gonna be like, I ain't gonna front, yo, Trump wasn't that bad, and then they're gonna just post it, and then we just gonna not really give into it because it's gonna be cool to say it now. In 2021, it was cool, like to be like, damn, Trump was better, right? But imagine 2022, because these people are not gonna stop. For Kamala to compare that shit to Pearl Harbor and 9/11, knowing what we saw, where only 6 people died, 1 person got shot up right there, and listen, let's keep it real. If they were black, it would have been a different story. I do feel that too, because they would, all these bootlickers on the right, they would have protected it too. They would have said, oh, well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But guess what? One of their own died, Ashley Babbitt. And you see Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson would have never said this about George Floyd, right? So this is why you got to keep tracks on these motherfuckers, on the right and on the left. Tucker Carlson goes, okay, yeah, but he's not a domestic terrorist, right? Because they were talking about like the people who were trying to like assault cops during the January 6th. So Tucker Carlson, because Ted Cruz went, I guess on the Senate or some shit, and he said like that solemn day or whatever where the terrorist attack took place, domestic terrorist attack, and he was like, damn, you fucking traitor or whatever. People on the right, and I'm on the right, and I was like, oh shit. But he went on Tucker Carlson and he started saying, I say that about Black Lives Matter and Antifa. And to me, it's just like, You see, he has to say that because, you know, at the same time, it's like, can you believe, like, that January 6th shit, to me, especially looking back now, at that point, I was like, oh, this nigga is stupid, because it was just bad press. And, you know, the left, they're going to start jerking off to that shit. Because that's what they need, right? But these people did it, and they still got enticed, because you still see people, some of them switching clothes and trying to put Trump shit on to get in, but you also see people like, let's light the shit on fire and shit. You hear that shit. You do hear that shit. You know, but were they right though? Was the idea right though? Look where we at now. This shit ain't fun. You know it. Let's keep it real. You know it. You know it too. This shit ain't fun. Trump is for the vaccine. Okay, whatever. You know, like, it's not like I got problems with people. I just don't force it. That's all I'm saying. Don't make it some shit like, oh, so you can't have a job then? Because now you just put me in jail then. You feel me? Like, put me in jail, because, like, where you trying to go at? If you're gonna try to take out livelihoods like that, like, just put me in jail. You feel me? Because that's like jail shit. Like, also, you can't have your job then. And jobs, they're so fucking pussy that even they're gonna jump to every fucking mandate that the government puts out. The government's hooking them up with tax loopholes and shit. They don't give a fuck about us. They could leave us, the employee, and get somebody else, because they getting hooked up by the government. So when the government say, yo, tell your employees that they're gonna get these that either gotta be these three products: Heineken, Corona virus, or Miller Lite. Don't come with no motherfucking Dos Equis. I don't care if Dos Equis can get you drunk. You can't drink that one. You're like, okay, hold up. They all beers, right? The whole point of it is to get you tipsy, drunk, or whatever, however you want to fucking use your drinks. But you see, if they telling companies to tell us we only can pick those three, when there's another one that is proven to do the same job, but y'all say that if y'all take that one, that don't count. Come on, I know we slow people, but like, we're not that slow. Come on, I can't insult y'all that hard, and y'all can't insult me that way. We smarter than that. Come on. Like, do I gotta break it down in fucking hood fucking language? Yo, Lil Kiki went, right, and he went to Ramon, right? Ramon sells weed in the fucking 5th floor, right? Like, motherfucker, you want me to break it down like that? Like, that's how you gonna get it? That's why people would fucking. Alright, I'm obviously I'm gonna say it because I caught myself. But that's why people with knowledge be upset a lot. Cause like, motherfucker, I know this fucking. It's like you trying to tell me how to play chess, but I've been a fucking master at this. I don't play chess like that though. You feel me? But I'm just using that example, and you're telling me, yo, move that over there. But I know the next 12 fucking moves that this motherfucker gonna use on me. You telling me with no experience is not gonna help. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it feels. Remember, I would never forget this. Shout out to my cousin. He told me, nigga, when he told me that they brought Hillary Clinton to the Heights to dance merengue. The fact that there was a video for that was the worst thing ever. That fucked me up too. That was another pivotal point where, like, I was like, you can't trust what you see sometimes. Yo, you had to see the people applauding Hillary Clinton though, nigga. See, we have the power, and that's why when somebody famous says some shit like that, we have the power type of shit, or make a song like we have the power to change the world. Singer, we have the power, has been caught with strangling white women in a party, and then like you know, you lose all your fucking endorsements, just like that. And if that's far-fetched, then that's a good ass idea, right? So let's at least think about it like that. If this sounds far-fetched, at least this is a good idea. Because you're gonna tell me in the what? Thousands of years of being celebrity famous, or somebody famous in some neighborhood or some country in some region, that somebody with an agenda to take you out, they will do it. But to take you out, but not care, oh, I'm gonna kill him and be mad obvious. No, just, you know, in a better way. Nobody gets hurt, well, physically, but you're gonna hurt somebody's fucking career, and you just, you know, look over here, don't look over there. Now it's hard because now we got internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine before, like, whether Michael Jackson is a fucking pedo or not, or whatever, right? But I remember Kanye said this, and this is the point where I was kind of like still learning, so I was like, what the fuck this means? But Kanye said, just imagine if Michael Jackson had Twitter. And it's like, right, like, I would have one more you needed than that, right? But I was done back then, so I get it, like, now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the days, there was no internet, nigga. Something comes out in the papers, and then, God forbid, it's a huge known fucking papers. What you gonna come out in your concert and says, yo, before we start Billie Jean, I want to say, yo, that fucking newspaper, they were lying about me. Like, it wasn't like that back then. You know, so it's like, damn, so you could just go on Oprah, if she does your fucking interview. It's Michael, so he obviously he could, right? But just imagine another celebrity, though. They did it to Michael. They did it to Michael Jackson. You know, so if they did it to Michael Jackson, he can do that shit to anybody. If that was true. Because who knows? Only God knows if Michael Jackson really did that shit. He is creepy, though, and I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna be flat out honest. He is creepy. So I'm 50-50. But anybody could be framed. The future looks scary. Like, you never know if the future is gonna be like, oh my God, can you believe we were fucking panicking about the future and we out here living our best life? Maybe it could be like that. Maybe, if we do it right. Or if we complain enough. Complaining is good. Right, insert the quote about, you know, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But I say that because, like, Elon Musk, right? Yeah, he takes pictures with Kanye and all that shit. He's like a cool guy, Tesla, or whatever. But you never know his real purpose or who the fuck is his handlers. Like, you know what I'm saying? The people behind the curtain. You always have to think like that. Just always think like that. It saves you from a lot of bullshit. You know, it saves you from fucking being surprised by, oh my God, but I was championing this person. No, it saves you from all that bullshit. Put God first. Now I get it. Now I get it. The Bible, man. Listen, anyways. So, Elon Musk, right? Just imagine with the Neuralink. Yes, it could save somebody from, you know, being paralyzed. I applaud that. That's part of the future. Let's keep it real. Because it's easy for me to talk shit, but if I was paralyzed, I was like, give me that fucking Neuralink, give me that Neuralink. Let's keep it real. You know, let's not act like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But what if the same way we got caught with it, because, you know, we could have made mad money. Each of us, the whole world, from these fucking apps taking our data. Se pusieron adelante, they made sure that they had hired enough lawyers to be like, make sure these niggas cannot sue us for using their fucking private data, because we're gonna put this app out for free and we're making billions throughout that way. But what if Neuralink, their version of that, is like, okay, yeah, you know, you can be paralyzed and then be unparalyzed, yada yada, right? And that's a huge deal. So I don't want to yada yada it out like that, but behind that, oh my God, they were taking our data all this time. The Neuralink version is recording our thoughts and keeping a record of it. So they could be like, yeah, you one time thought about repeating January 6th or some shit. Just imagine that. And you'd be like, no, I didn't. And you'd be like, oh, well, we could read your brain waves. So you thought about this on April 17th on this year, and you'd be like, whoa. And he could literally go, and you know I'm right because this is what you thought 18 minutes ago. You're like, oh fuck yeah, this is true. You know what I'm saying? Like, like these people are smart, man. Think about it. All this alien shit, like now, out of everything that's happening right now. And listen, I just saw this clip I'm gonna post up on Instagram, where it was basically, something that people who follow Q, it was all about that we knew about this. But for this person to say it, I was like, oh, okay. Because before that, I was like, oh, conspiracy theorist. But let's say, and he was like, there is that conspiracy theory about that Trump was not supposed to be president, and when he became president, it fucked it all up. So the elites, the people behind the curtain, the Democrats, Hillary Clinton, all that, whatever, that conglomerate, they pushed everything out fast after that, after they got Trump out. And that looks so that shit makes so much sense, because they rushing shit so much to the point that, listen, they had drag queens reading children books to kindergarten. America, it wasn't America. America, hold this L, nigga. Humanity, hold this L, nigga. The devil is winning, nigga. What? Praise the Most High. I'm just being sarcastic, but yeah, we let that one slide. We hold this L. I posted about it, so really, but not really. I can talk my shit, but you know what I'm saying? We pay attention to a whole lot of bullshit that we have no clue about, because once we speak, like, this is the thing, discussing, like, having a debate, not arguing, but it becomes arguing sometimes, because you're losing when you gotta make it to an argument. But you can't even have a debate, because I had to learn myself. When you have so much fucking credible information in your fucking holster, in the clip, or whatever, and you bring another one, and you could tell, like, you don't even have to stress if they like trying to like avoid that one, because you have like 7 more. And then when you see them, like, when you bring a third one out, and they're already like frustrated, because they're like, they already realize, like, I don't know about all right, so obviously you know more about me than this, right? And that goes through their head, and you know they're at that level. You see it, their body language, and they hit you with some. I don't know. I don't know shit about that, man. Like, I don't give a fuck about who the president is. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. They're all motherfucking corrupt. It's like, nigga, you quit, nigga. You unplug. That's like you unplugging your fucking your like, you playing somebody in Madden and you're fucking getting spanked. So you fucking you unplug the Wi-Fi. That's my thing. Don't unplug the fucking Wi-Fi. Don't rage quit, because I'm fucking hitting you with the skillets. I'm cooking. Let me cook. That's the only way we're gonna get better. Because guess what, motherfucker? If you cook me and you bringing out all these fucking credible facts and it's logical and all that shit is lining up, motherfucker, I'm gonna be like, all right, hold up. And I'm gonna be happy, because guess what? Now I learned something. We just want to learn from one perspective, 2-dimensionally. We can't even crack that fucking 3-dimensional, because they will not be. It's some bullshit about or whatever. Oh, well, you watching Fox, or you Alex Jones. They gave us that. Don't you understand? They gave us those. They put that imagery so you could respond like that to me. That's ammo. You a house nigga. You a house nigga. All that shit you doing, yo. And that's why when Kanye was like, damn, hold up, 400 years? Like, think about what he said by that. We probably were so conditioned. That white man was probably treating us so good, yet we were slaves, that we probably was like, why would you want to fuck this up type of shit? Because their mentality was not on some shit like, yo, let's build together. Motherfucker, there was way more fucking slaves than think about it. All right, there's probably way more white people. So I'm not gonna exaggerate it right now, real quick. Let me hold up, right? Let me hold my horses, because Deacon, according to the census, there's more white people. But even that, can you even believe that? I know right now it's like, oh, you ain't gonna even believe that either. I know. But think about it. Where are all the Planned Parenthoods at? It's in our hoods. It's not in their hoods. They have the opposite of that. They have fucking reproduction clinics. We pumping them out. We killing them in the womb, but we pumping them out. You know what I'm saying? And even if, let's say that number is actually real and it's way more white people, look who's the influence. Who are the influencers? It's the blacks. Hispanics too, but you know what I'm saying? It's black. Let's keep it all the way real. What the fuck would happen if in the NBA all the black people would have been like, we not playing no more? Yeah, fucking done. If all the Dominicans be like, yo, we ain't playing here no more, they might not be done, but you know what I'm saying? If blacks be like, yo, we leaving NFL, it's done. The Bible say we are the salt of the earth. We give it its flavor. You don't understand? Let me take a sip, nigga. I'm fucking preaching. Y'all ain't listening. Hey, nah, I got that line from this like half-truth ass motherfucking reverend that he be kind of like doing conspiracy shit that I be hearing. And he goes, and I knew his shit had a shtick that he will say something, like when he wants you to listen to something, he will say that phrase. So he will be like, the Bush family were the owners of this, which led to that. You see, I'm preaching, but y'all ain't hearing. And then he will say that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, this nigga mad gimmicky. But, you know, it was funny though. Fuck it. Listen, I take all the input I can, all the information I can. Because if some shit smells like that, I'm going to be like, hold up, this smells like boom. And then I'm going to locate it in my mind, and I'll be like, oh, hold up. And even from that, you can connect to something else. And you can be like, yo, hold up, this shit might be real. This shit might be fake. It's just keeping track. If we all keep track, this world will be our oyster. We can do whatever we want. Not what we want in a negative way, but in a good want, like on a utopian level. That's why I say like aliens is probably fake. Those UFOs are real, but you know, Northern government was, what's that shit? North Grumman, whatever. Skunk Works. You can Google that. Skunk Works. Skunk. And then Works. You know what I'm saying? So Lockheed Martin. All the motherfuckers been making hot shit, dope shit that they can't reveal to the public. It's like, motherfucker, everybody gonna want this shit. Like, we gonna need money. Like, get the fuck out of here. We need to milk the cow. We need to milk the cow. You know what I'm saying? We gotta milk the cars in this case with the gas.
What you mean fucking?
You know what I'm saying?
What? What do you mean what? No, just don't fucking just.
If they were an alien species in a different world, them motherfuckers would be like, yo, hold up. I can't stop hearing y'all talk about these fucking Air Jordans. What the fuck are those? Show me those Air Jordans, and can y'all make a custom pair for these fucking feet right here? And they'll show you like some half reptilian ass feet, and they don't want it, but their fucking kids love Michael Jordan because they came across Michael Jordan through the highlights, and they can't understand how a human being can do all those plays using Earth's gravity, and they probably look at him like a superhero. You think white kids look at Michael Jordan like a superhero? That shit must have fucked up a lot of parents back then. Like, then you have a big ass fucking poster of this black man. You know what I'm saying? And you fucking, and these little kids on his dick. Not like that, but you know what I mean? Like, they want his sneakers, they want everything like Mike. That was the fucking slogan back then, like Mike. He was a black guy. That shit must have fucking humbled a bunch of white KKK people right there. You know what I'm saying? Buying Jordans and all that shit. But yeah, man, like, you're gonna tell me that the alien gonna be like, yo, can y'all hurry the fuck up and tell them that we fucking exist? Cause this is uncomfortable. Like, I need those custom shoes, but now my fucking family wants them. And listen, now I'm actually wanna make pairs and sell them shit. I need to make money out of this shit. And boom, motherfucker, just like that, now you gotta market another planet. To the point that it's gonna be so breakthrough in terms of money that whatever country you control, they could be fucking living so good that they will never complain about the country. And that's good, because you can get away with shit, man. Because imagine if everybody's living so comfortable in the United States that they'll do some little fucked up shit on the low background, and then it kind of doesn't get out to like maybe a little too late. We don't want to react because we're like, all right, you know, we're a little comfortable here in America. Like, everybody's have a quality life. These people don't think like that. This is why, you know, like, maybe that whole alien shit is fake, man. Like, why you want to keep it a secret? There's money to be fucking made. But when you think about why the white man's hatred to the black man is so strong, to the point that they had to feed babies to alligators, we would never forget that. We would never forget that. Like, I understand when white people now, because now they living a little fucked up now. Now they want to say, nah, it wasn't us, it was our grandparents, and all that shit. That wasn't me. Yeah, nigga, because y'all broke too, nigga. And now you feeling like niggas in the 40s now, right? Because now white kids is being surrounded by Hispanic, blacks and Hispanics, and they definitely look at y'all like y'all definitely different, motherfucker. So now y'all fear for y'all kids, but how the fuck how we had to feel back in our days? Now y'all have it good. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna really trip or like nobody gonna really trip like that. Y'all was the one that was tripping, and y'all was fucking taking black babies and feeding them as feeding them to alligators and using as alligator bait. Let's not forget about that. You can't just fucking, come on, man. If black and Hispanics did that to white people, y'all white people would never forget it, man. Y'all patriotic as fuck. You don't gotta tell me that. Y'all would never forget it, man. So you tell us to forget about slavery, but y'all would never forget about 1776. All right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you keep both sides on check. Just because I'm conservative doesn't mean that I'm gonna forget shit. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? We just need everybody to catch up, man. America's here to be pimped. This is why everybody from every country want to come here, because here, if you do have a fucking product, you sell that bitch, people will buy, you will make money. Now, if you make too much money, then maybe people will want, like a mafia, they want in. And what that in may be something different. Maybe like, yo, I don't even need your money. I got all the money I want. But throw this hand sign or some shit like that. I don't know. Wear this dress. I don't know. Who knows? But it's getting very redundant for celebrities. Like, it's to the point that celebrities are like just cornballs in a way. Because like, nigga, who the fuck want to be famous now? We all kind of famous. We all have our social media. Not like famous like celebrities. Like, obviously, let me not get it twisted. But do you really want to picture, like, do you really want to go to a Target and be fucking known by everybody in that fucking Target, and they're gonna fucking follow you because they know you? Just imagine fucking being Twitter famous or Instagram famous, nigga. That's worse. You don't have enough money to fucking hire Navy SEALs like Kanye or Joe Rogan when they walking around, nigga. You gotta hire your homeboy, and hopefully he don't be on some shit like, yo, this nigga got mad shit and I don't have mad shit. You know, either you gotta pay people, nigga, obviously, but you know, just like, you don't want those, it's just problems arise, nigga. Like, you imagine that you over here fucking making videos and shit, and you have a bunch of followers and shit, but that the money ain't coming in like that. You can easily get caught slipping right across from the corner. You feel me? Like, listen, that's if the internet had told me everything, it told me definitely not to be a celebrity. The whole point is making money and making a lot of money, but still not be known, or don't pop up in the radar of this fucking, you know, the government trying to fucking fuck you over and shit. Because whatever they did to Michael Jackson, if they did it to him, they could do anything to you. Everything has a by the way. Why you think they make this? Like, think about it. We have the power to change so much shit. We just, nah. Like, we could easily be like, yo, you know what? As a United States of America citizen, guess what, y'all? No such thing as fine prints anymore. That's it. It's over. They still use fine prints. That's like obviously deceptive 101. How you gonna put these big ass fucking letters and put small letters in the bottom? We can start there. But y'all ain't ready for this bullshit. Y'all act all fucking revolutionary, but y'all ain't. Y'all twerk in front of cops, but won't put in work, and I work like that. Like, I'm not saying do something, do harm. I think put in work as in, like, you know, in terms of information, know what's really going on. It's fine to, you know, party and, you know, whatever, but come on now, like, it comes a time that we want to, at least for our future. You think I want to have kids like in this era? Like, you fuck out of here, nigga. If something good comes out of this, hopefully, then okay, then maybe after that. But come on, not in this era. Like, they're attacking the kids, man. Spiritually, physically. You know? And they kill our leaders. You know, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King after the speech, you know, the speech where he was like realizing, like, yo, we can't win with these motherfuckers. We're not just we're gonna have to just set our own shit up. And right there, like, oh, whoa, can't do that to the black community. I don't know. You imagine what Harlem could have been without the gentrification? You can tell right there, it's like FBI, right? But just imagine, and let alone sports. So I don't have to go there again. Like, if everybody would have been like, you know what, fuck it, yo, everybody gonna quit their contracts, and everybody has to go to the well, I don't know if Ice Cube, he owns it. I think he owns it with some other white people, but okay, but just at least, you know, do something and be like, yo, everybody join this league. That's it. It's over. It's over. People create leagues, you know. WWE is out, but hey, they made AEW. Now WWE is fucking releasing more wrestlers. God damn, they fucking released 2 like great wrestlers, and they so great that it's like, obviously it must be about money, because they obviously gonna get another job in the other company. They're gonna pick them up ASAP. So for y'all to release them is because it doesn't make business, and if it's not making business with 2 great wrestlers, then it's like, maybe y'all losing it, you know. And this time it's not like WCW. This time it might not be like WCW. The crowd, the people, they spoken. Y'all ain't want to listen. I bet. So another company came with money. Now All those wrestlers that y'all will say no to because, or make it a hard deal because of their contracts. Now they could be like, yo, my man, less restriction, we'll pay you more. Everybody gonna fucking say yeah. An hour and 15 minutes. Can y'all believe this shit? I even had a topic here of life after death, because you know what I was thinking about? Like, yo, it's crazy how in social media now we see more deaths. You know what I mean? Not on some negative shit, you feel me? Because obviously everybody dies, but I feel like now with social media, now we just more aware of different people that die. And we see how much people die and how much that affects, you know, our lives. Because you see it affect people that we see, that we follow, whatever. You don't want to be a thirst bucket and be like, oh, what happened? But, you know, you see it. You know, people mourn. And it's only going to continue because, you know, obviously, like every famous person we see that dies, we know it now. Before, it's like you saw the newspaper like, oh, I didn't know this nigga died. Like, yeah, he died. Now we all going to know. Like, if you're famous, we all going to know. Look how many rappers died in the fucking, you know, let's say other states other than New York, and local rappers. We would not know all that shit. We would not known if that person had mad fans or shit. Back in the days, we would not known that shit. But now we do. You know, everybody covers everything now. So, you know, it's coming. It makes you think. The percentages or the numbers or whatever, however you want to crunch it. But, you know, we do have somebody, we all know somebody or ourselves, you know, our own selves, where we lose somebody, we know how this feels. Like maybe you lost your parents, but you never have lost like none of your friends yet. Maybe you lost your friends and you never lost your parents yet, or maybe both, or whatever, vice versa, whatever the hell, however that works. Or maybe you have both parents yet, and you know your close friend lost one of their parents, so now it's like, damn, this is gonna happen to me. So now you in that level, like, oh shit. It makes you think, like, if all this was intelligently designed, a starfish could lose one fucking little wing or whatever and grow another one, like shit like that. It seems like as we age, like, nah, it was no fucking Big Bang. But if we were really made by one creator, just look at all the details of the world, this planet, how everything is like almost a system with each other, the way things grow, nature, all that shit, animals with nature. It makes you think, is there something over the wall? When I say over the wall, like after death. Because if everything was intelligently designed, you think they thought about after death? Like, if somebody designed that, if there was God, and they're like, oh, you know what? Here's the truth. There's no aliens and there is God. And we were trying to, you know, influence y'all to do bad because we hate, you know, we are in this planet is overtaken by people who hate the Bible, and they try to, you know, influence people in a negative way. All that they tell us that. So you're gonna tell me that somebody that created us was like, yeah, so they live once and that's it? It could be, but what if after this it's just like, nah, nigga, this is like now chapter 2. Your life that you remember that you have right now, that's chapter 1, and you're like, oh shit, and it hits you. You're like, oh shit, how many chapters are there? You know what I'm saying? But just imagine that people will fucking either live life reckless or live life with ease. So the beauty of that is that we don't know, because if we did, or just imagine if everybody knew the fucking the expiration date, we would have been wildin'. And it would affect the next person. I do think there's gotta be life after death. Yeah, I think I already broke it down on how I think it's gonna feel. I think death is basically something that you're gonna realize And if there is life after that, you're gonna realize it and simultaneously and be like, oh shit, I died. And maybe you go cry for a couple of hours and you realize like, hold up, there's no fucking time because I died. So now you in like another fucking, in a way, dimension or some shit. Or maybe you can see your past self, or maybe you really, like the Bible says, like you go and face judgment. Or maybe before that judgment, you can go and preview your whole fucking existence. Like you can see yourself, third person, at the hospital when you was born. You can skip like those awkward moments, and but that's part of the beauty of death, that you could even see the awkward moments of obviously life or whatever, you know what I mean? And you just see yourself, and that's gonna be probably like more precious, of you just going through life, and you see yourself as a teenager doing stupid shit or whatever, and then you keep, that whole thing happens, and then when that's done, boom, you face judgment. Like you know what I'm saying? You never know if that shit works like that. Who knows? We do know, we do have evidence about this, and life could be beautiful as fuck. It's just that there's some greedy people, that don't want to share the wealth, or they want to act like they care about us, and they want to have other people share their wealth, but they want to fucking commit corruption and treason because they just too greedy. I just had to throw that in there, right? After I was talking about like nice shit. And think about it. If we know that there's a God, and everything in that Bible is true, then we're gonna be like, oh, okay, damn. So we have to face our errors, our mistakes. So you're not gonna want to fuck up. You're not gonna want to fucking go against the Bible if you know it's real. That's why I guess we don't know why it's real. Like we don't know if it's real or not, because we want to see. All right, let's see. If it's real, then you believe it, and if you believe it, then don't be wilding. You see how that could like have an effect on people. Anyway, maybe I'm getting too like past the blunt type of fucking conversations, but I'll leave it there. Pirate Radio, episode 33. We got into like fucking weed stories and shit, but it's just shit to think about. Cause at the end of the day, man, all this science, the way they're throwing science now, it's just like now you ruined science for me. Now I question science more than ever. And just when I'm supposed to question science and religion, like religion you would have thought the way they explained it would have been outdated by now. We just getting started. Cause the Bible speaks in so many ways that it's like, holy shit, this, like, okay, all right, so for sure whoever wrote this is a fucking genius, for sure. Like whoever wrote Acts, Proverbs, is a fucking, like, how many lifetimes you fucking lived to give out information like that? Almost every situation in the Bible, you can fucking put that shit into life now. Just the fact that Bible was written so long ago, from now on forever, it's gonna be like, damn, you never read the Bible? Like, that's like the ultimate. Like, the Bible doesn't even cost $40 million. Listen, if they would have made the Bible $10,000, people would have been like, nigga, look at me, nigga, I bought a Bible, nigga. You'd be like, oh shit, now you fucking religious? You feel me? But it would have been off to show off. I don't know if that makes sense. Just off to show off, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, if they would have made it like that, but no, the Bible, that shit gets, they demonize, not demonize it, but they downplay it. They make sure the people in music industry had nothing to do with the Bible. They don't speak about the Bible, but they still put imagery there that you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, makes you question, like, yo, if the Bible is fake, then how come y'all have all these demonic shit? Like, is It's always negative and it's never positive. You have to think about that. You know? So how come there's more devil movies than, well, I ain't gonna say that because there are their videos, but you know how they like Hollywood's more obsessed with like darkness, you know what I'm saying? That's because we like that too. Don't get it twisted. But like I said before, it's like when you play Zelda and it says, hey, it's too dangerous out there, take this, and they give you the sword. The real sword is the Bible to me. I'm sorry, I have to admit it, I have to say it. Because if you was like, I'm just thinking about it like this, if you have no parents, they died or whatever, you was young, you don't even know them, you adopted or whatever, or you have no figure, so no father figure in your life, that Bible could just teach you so many things. You know what I'm saying? Like situations, what to do in a situation. Situations that you never thought will happen to you. How to handle that. How to not fucking go nuts or fucking commit like suicide because you felt a certain way with a girl. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, it preps you for all that shit. And it also makes you a better person at the same time if you really subscribe to it. I never seen something so like positive be obviously altered, but aside from that, even lied about, because you see Christianity and you be like, what the? This ain't the Bible. And along with other religions, there's a lot of things to be talked about in that Bible. And I don't want to end it like this are all about Bible, but listen, if people who know me, most likely the only 3 people that listen to this podcast, if they listen to this, y'all know how I was. And when I say how I was, I'm still the same, but especially with religion, I wasn't fucking with religion at all. And for me to quote unquote see the light, nigga, it's because this shit is real, nigga. Get it? Shit is real. It's real. Nah, that's it. It's my time to get off. Pirate Radio, episode 33. Peace.